In my junior year, I had 64 3-pointers on the season, and the record was 65. I had to make 3 3-pointers in the last game of the year to beat the record. I made 1. I was stat tracking. I knew how many threes I needed, I overthought, and I didn't hit my mark. Don't stat track, just play the game. Number 2, this is another mistake I made in my junior year, fixing what's not broken. There was a stretch in my junior year where I didn't make a single 3-pointer for 4 games. Through that time, I switched shoes. I went from my Giannis's to Curry's. Didn't make a single 3 with the Curry's. And then as soon as I went back to my old shoes, I started hitting 3s again. So if you already got stuff that's working for you, why would you change it? Stop changing it. Alright, I know you want to fix your form and all, it's a little bit off. Like, if it's working, keep it. The third mistake I see a lot with basketball players is overthinking. You start thinking, oh, am I going to make this shot? Should I take a step in? Should I move to the side? Should I have done this faster? What should I do? Stop. Be confident in yourself. You have worked for this, right? You've prepared for the position that you're at today. So why are you overthinking everything? Take a deep breath, relax, and just take the shot. Don't overthink. Mistake number 4 is actually a mistake I learned from the deep game. Stop trying too hard. Now, I know that sounds very counterintuitive. Like, what do you mean? Why would I not want to try as hard as I can? Because basketball is a game of magnetism, as it is described in the deep game. Instead of trying to force the game, let the game come to you. And I have found in my basketball career, when I play that way, when I just let the game come to me, take the shots when I need to, I play much better. Mistake number 5 is that you are not training your mind. In basketball, a lot of the game all boils down to confidence. And if you don't have that confidence, if you don't have that self-belief, if you don't have that, you're gonna struggle, right? All your skills and your talent can only get you so far. But if you don't truly believe in your head that you're going to be a consistent basketball player, that you're going to make the shots when you take them, you're probably not going to make them. The 6th mistake actually applies to your practice and your training workouts. It's a quote from Martin Luther King Jr. You don't have to see the whole staircase. Just take the first step. You got to stop focusing on the people that are already ahead of you. Stop looking at the whole staircase saying, man, how am I going to get to that level? And start focusing on the first step in front of you. And just take that first step, take the next step, then the next step. It's one step at a time. That's how everybody gets great. They take one step at a time, and they eventually reach the top. The 7th mistake I see a lot with basketball players is being unaware of what they truly want. I've had people ask me in the comments, hey, am I working out enough? I'm working out this amount of time per day, and oh, am I doing this enough, this enough? I've never truly had to ask myself, am I doing this enough? Because whenever I question that, I just do more. But that's because I love what I do. So if you don't truly love what you do, if you don't love basketball enough, don't worry about it. Because that just means this isn't your calling. And don't be upset about it. Be liberated because, okay, now you know that this is not something you truly want to do. You can pivot and try something else. But if you truly do want basketball to be your number 1 priority, just do more. Keep pushing and be aware of what you truly want. Do you want to be the best in your state, in your county, in your region, in your country? What do you want? And once you set your eyes on that, you got to put in the work, right? You can't just say, oh, I want to be the best in the country and then do the work of being the best in the county. That's not going to get you there. You got to do the best in the country type, work ethic. You got to get to that level. But be aware of what you want, because you might not want the lifestyle of being the best in the country, because you would have 0 social life, you would have 0 hobbies other than basketball. You wouldn't be able to do the other things that you may want to achieve or you may want to do. Basketball would be the only thing you're focusing on. So you got to know what you want. Be aware of what you want. Mistake number 8 is that you don't have a workout plan. See, I'm going to give you a quote by Napoleon Hill. Plan your work and work your plan. You got to make a plan, and then you got to stick to that plan. All right? If you say to yourself, okay, I want to work out a lot this week. That's not specific enough. Make a workout plan. Okay, I'm going to work out this time every single day, and then I'm going to take a break, and then I'm going to work out later in the day, right? Make a specific plan, because then it's easier to actually stick to it and improve very efficiently. Mistake number 9 is allowing distractions to entice you. A big distraction that I see is social media. Shut your mouth, Mark! And video games, all the technology stuff, right? I'll be honest with you. I have YouTube, okay? I play video games from time to time, but I don't let that stop me from doing the work that I need to do. I do the work beforehand. So instead of saying, okay, I'm going to play video games at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, no. I'm going to work out at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and then maybe later in the night I'll play video games with friends. But I don't let the distractions come first. Mistake number 10. This one makes me so frustrated because so many athletes do this and it ticks me off. Mistake number 10 is playing the victim card. Oh, I'm not cut out for this. Oh, I just don't have the genetics. Whenever I hear that, all I smell is just excuses. Stop being weak, all right? It's so mind-boggling to me how many people are just willing to play the victim card instead of just actually improving and getting better. It's mind-blowing. You have so much potential, and you can realize this potential if you put the work in, but you're just going to sit here and say, oh, no, I'm not cut out for it. You're right. Okay, you're right. If you're going to play the victim card, you're right. You're not cut out for this. You're not good enough because you're playing the victim card. Right? A man is what he thinketh. And I don't care if you're like 5 foot or you're 7 foot. It doesn't matter. I'm 5'9". I scored 410 points in my junior year. It wasn't easy, but I did it. All right? And that can be an inspiration for you. And look, let me tell you something. I made a lot of mistakes too. Many mistakes. And I learned a lot of valuable lessons along the way. And if you would like to hear those lessons, check out this video right here where I talked about the 24 basketball lessons I wish I learned sooner. But as always, keep God first. Good luck, bro.